to start with the comrades in Southeast Clarendon. I want to hear it from Southeast Clarendon. Welcome to Chapelton. Welcome to comrades from Central Clarendon. I want to hear you, Central Clarendon. Call on the team. Comrades from Northern Clarendon with Comrade Ravel Hines. I want to hear it. Comrades from North Clarendon under the leadership of Comrade Hassan. Welcome to Chapelton. Let me hear it from Northern Clarendon. Comrades, I want to hear it and to welcome the comrades from the bastion of the People's National Party in Clarendon, Southwest Clarendon, and Comrade Cousins. And comrades, right in your place, I'm going to welcome you to your place in Chapelton, Comrade R.J. Dixon and the comrades of North Central Clarendon. So comrades, PNP River come down bank to bank in that Chapelton Square tonight. And remember, say, the comrade leader not even come yet. So wait till him come, and at that time the river come down. So comrades, we're going to have a good meeting, and we're going to send it to them. God bless you all, comrades. One love, one heart. Victory for the people's nation.
I got tired missing your face. Can't get me out of the race. Oh, man.
Comrades. Thank you, Comrade Noel Butch R. Scott. Comrades, you know me that Chapelton and we are here. And I want to tell you, I want to introduce just the front row and to mention the comrades that you see on stage. And I want to start with the General Secretary. I want you to welcome him in true PNP style in Chapelton. Dr. Dayton Campbell is here from early. General Secretary. Hold it is. Also joining the General Secretary are his deputies, Comrade Skeffrey and Comrade Dexter Martin that I see here. Please to welcome them also. But comrades, while I arrive, I'm going to know who will lead tonight, you know. Because when I came, I see Barnesville marching with them troops, you know. So me I go see who will lead in a Chapelton. I say, he's out. I'm going to start on this side. The man from Clarendon Northwest, Comrade Richard Azan, next member of Parliament, Clarendon Northwest. He is sitting beside Comrade Azan. Is none other than the man we're going to lick them for 6. Cricketer, next member of Parliament, Wavell Hines, Clarendon Northern. Former mayor, long-standing councillor from the Hayes Division, the next member of Parliament, Southeast Clarendon, Sian Barneswell. Clarendon has a lady amongst the gentlemen, long-standing councillor, and she not afraid that nobody no day anytime. Comrade, Councillor, next Member of Parliament, caller 1.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing.
How are you hearing me? How are you hearing me good? He is a doctor by profession, and he has a duty to pronounce the necklace and shameless one dead on election day. Please to make welcome Dr. Ajay Dixon, our host.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up.
And finally, a lawyer by profession, a man who is not afraid to mince his words. Please to make welcome Comrade Member of Parliament today and tomorrow, Lothian Cousins.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up.
Comrades, I want the councillors, please stand so you can see the councillors who are here on stage from Clarendon. Give the councillors a warm welcome in Chapelton Square.
Turn up the thing.
Comrade Bailey is under the tent because he's a little bit under the weather. Where the council candidates them because we are big them up to, you know. Council candidates for the stage, stand up with the people them soon and recognize you. The council candidates who are here, big them up. Okay, see all one of them right here, sir. And I think it's Peter Gay's time.
Thank you, Councillor Mitchell. Now, comrades, if we know anything about the People's National Party, we know say youth say PNP and PNP say young people, right? No, comrades, Chapelton Square, bringing to you right now is the next Member of Parliament for Central St. Mary. We don't know about them other one, whether them want to be camouflage or mirage, but we know that Central St. Mary will be doing well with Newell any day them call it. Make welcome Chapelton Square, Comrade Omar Newell.
The newest MP, you see, the man who come to make a change. I'm not talking about $10. When the man is a power, the whole place follow. Omar, bim! Bam stabadabadi, bam skidam badabadam, stam stabadabadi, bam skidam me MP. Bam stabadabadi, bam skidam badabadam, stam stabadabadi. Omar, hey, Baccarat you can smell nasty. 12 bills for the carty.
Comrade Peter Gay, Comrade Mario, Comrade General Secretary, comrades on the platform, candidates for Clarendon, my colleagues in the struggle. Comrades all, good evening. Me come up here so come campaign already. I know you can make more noise than that. Comrades, good evening. I love to see it. Chapelton Square looking good. Comrades, we are here this evening because we are on the eve of a PNP government. Serious time and serious business. So I'm not going to spend no time talking about nobody this evening. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the plans that we have when we form the next government. Because if you're going to form government, you must have plan to move the people forward. In addition to my role as the candidate for Central St. Mary, I am the deputy spokesperson with responsibility for the business areas. And the last time I came and walked Chapelton with Comrade Ajay Dixon, when he was then a candidate, I realized there was a whole heap of potential among your farmers and your young entrepreneurs. And I want to talk to you a little bit about how the PNP plans to help them. But before I get to them, I want to talk about one of the things that Ajay tell me, I have to come lick some shot about. Because we're facing a crisis as far as healthcare is concerned in the nation. And we can't grow a nation with people who are sick. And we can't have healthy people with the people who are currently running the government. In 2021, comrades, we had a spike in maternal mortality in Jamaica. I'm told we had over 211 deaths per 100,000 births, live births. More than double what we had when the PNP was in power. I'm told further that last year, it was 130
per 100,000, even though the global benchmark is 70 per 100,000. What that means is a whole heap of women are going to hospitals like the Chapelton Hospital to give birth. They're going there to deliver life, and they're not leaving. Their family have to go and pick them up and look about getting them buried. These numbers represent women with names, with families, with dreams. Mothers who died from causes that were entirely preventable, like postpartum hemorrhage, hypertensive emergencies, and infections. Dr. Dawes, under the leadership of the next Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding, will reverse the decline in our health sector. He will minimize the chances of an expectant mother dying when she turns up to bring a new life into the world. The next PNP government will treat healthcare as a right and not a privilege for few who have money. We will upgrade community clinics. We'll deploy mobile health units. We'll invest in diagnostic services and ensure nurses and doctors have what they need to care for our people. Because a healthy nation is a productive nation, and we will not build prosperity on the backs of the sick and suffering of this country. So we are committed to fixing the equipment. We're committed to fixing the building. We're going to build the capacity of our healthcare workers, and we're going to ensure healthcare workers have access to proper remuneration, lifestyle policies that will make them want to stay here and help us to build Jamaica. Now I want to talk to you quickly about business, which is my area. If we're serious about national and personal prosperity, we must be serious about our micro, small, and medium enterprises, or MSEs, MSMEs. MSME is a fancy way of categorizing small businesses like the hairdressing salon that your auntie might own, the banana chips factory that your cousin might work at, or the man who makes some juice and come sell on the weekend time. They are committed to supporting and nurturing. We are committed to supporting and nurturing them. Everywhere I go and meet young people selling online, farmers with them side hustle, women running cook shop, and carpenters trying to grow. These are not small people with small plans. These are the builders of the Jamaican economy. MSMEs represent over 90% of all small businesses and employ 60% of the labor force. Yet they are underfunded, they're overregulated, and they're undersupported. That will end when you choose change by voting for the People's National Party at the polls when the next general elections are called. Our goal is to empower 10,000 small businesses over the first 5 years. We're going to make them more bankable. We're going to make them more competitive. We're going to connect them globally. And here's how we're going to do it. First, we're going to unlock $40 billion in unclaimed dormant funds sitting in bank accounts. And we're going to give them to us business people in the form of low interest-free loans and grants. We're going to use the JBDC and the MSME department to expand access to technical training and finance and logistics support in marketing and digital tools. We're going to negotiate trade agreements so you can find more markets for your products. And we're going to ensure that your products can show up on shelves in not only Toronto, but in Africa. We will provide grants for MSMEs to digitize, whether it's building an online store, or you're adapting to artificial intelligence, or you want to design or manufacture. We're going to provide the support. And we're going to protect and fund creatives. We're creating a fund to ensure that whether you're making movies, or you're making music, or you're making clothes, anything you're doing in the creative industry, we're creating a fund to ensure you have access to grant and local support to support your business. You see, comrades, this is not just policy. Supporting MSME is a national mission. Because when small businesses thrive, communities thrive, and Jamaica thrives. And this is how we build an inclusive, resilient, and people-centered society. Comrades, the future of Jamaica is not only in big buildings and foreign investors. It is in the small farmers growing pumpkin up the road, the small manufacturers, the hustler when him looking at the mirror, him see himself in a business suit as a CEO. We are here to support the entrepreneurs with dreams. And so, comrades, Time come for Jamaica. Time come for a better life. And time come for a government that will put you at the center of our development. One love and blessings from the people of Jamaica.
Them shoulda know say where me come from. Shoulda know say me grow up at East Clinton. Shoulda know say Capers and Bun. The same thing I apply for this. Them shoulda know I said where me come from.
Yes.
Them shoulda know.
Next member of parliament for St. Mary Central. Omar, big up yourself. Comrades, I bring to you now. We are down in the speakers and your representatives representing the Parish of Clarendon. So, I will start with none other than the lady, the only lady running as MP, Councillor. Please to make
Comrade workers, warriors, foot soldiers of the People's National Party. When I see you, I see myself. In 2007, when I entered this race, 3 days before nomination and couple weeks before election, I saw me walk the ground house to house and win. And now I'm here tonight as the MP candidate for Central Clarendon. And that may I do. Central Clarendon, when you see Carla Watt, you see the voice of change. Change in Central Clarendon for education. And when it comes on to education, we mean scholarship, we mean taking it from the basic up. Because if you don't catch the children from the basic, then it don't make no sense. I've been to graduation, and when I say basic school, children turn up and I give water thanks. As long as you catch them from the basic school, they're ready for primary. And we have a very talented Damian Crawford who ready for education, to take more people from the bottom straight up. For poor people now, after education, you have job creation. And you have marketry. We're ready to put poor people to the top and put Jamaica to a point where we can lay down and rest and left our windows and doors open. And then they come down to housing and land. You have the great Southwest MP, Luton Cousins, who are ready. And he's also coming from a ghetto community like myself, who knows say, just when you put people, poor people in a house and uplift Jamaican, you know say that one of the greatest to
to live somewhere. And we build house brick by brick. Brick by brick, we build house. Mr. Wednesday, me walk race track. I make me tell you, when I've been in politics, my ankle never swell. Race track now narrowed. Race track, I am here to tell you, just go out there and do what you must do when the election is called. And call what will give you road, water, Pleasant Valley. No more truck to Pleasant Valley. I've tried, proven and tested to Pleasant Valley.
Turn up the thing. Turn up the thing. Turn up. If you want things to really get nice, you're the time to make the right choice. If you want things to really get nice, now the time to make the right choice. No is the time, no is the hour. Choose the NP for people power. No is the time, no is the hour. Choose the NP for people power.
Pleasant Valley, I will be there for you. You see them put up on social media. Water crisis we call her what day. When call her what be the next MP for Central Clarendon. Pleasant Valley, no more chucking of water. Poor people must have house to live in. The majority of Jamaica, 3/4 of Jamaica are poor people. If you don't raise the poor people to a peak where they can enjoy life, send them picnic at school and live, you must and get up, not to go out and go use outside toilet. And what they take with her? Mr. Andrew Wallace, you say you're born in a 2-room board house. You don't love poor people. You don't love poor people. I hate to hate poor people. Rise up, rise up. You need to come down now and give this country to marketing. The word is love.
Give me the woman, them they call me some reason. Give me the woman, them they come mess up with reason. Give me the woman, them they come mess up with reason. Give me the woman, give me the woman, me a pray and me die for you.
Comrades, we know that in Carla Watts, Central Clarendon, know that we have the fire, the passion, the love of our Mama P when we hear from Carla Watts. We don't have to ask no question. Are we sure she not afraid of no boy, no girl, no dear? Central Clarendon, big up on the next member of parliament. Big up yourself, Comrade Carla. Now, I tell you, Chapelton Square is on fire tonight. The next speaker coming to you at the microphone is none other than the former mayor of Clarendon, councillor for Hayes Division, your next member of parliament for Southeast Clarendon, Chapelton Square. Make some noise for the one and only Councillor Cian Barneswell.
Spread your wings. Nothing is impossible, believe me. If I can do it, you can spread your wings. Nothing is impossible. If I can do it, you can spread your wings. Blessing off a flow like a river. 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 Not for them to know some man a leader. Blessing off a flow like a river.
Thank you, Comrade Ferguson. Comrade General Secretary. Comrade candidates. Comrade councillors, caretakers, comrade workers and warriors, foot soldiers, of the People's National Party, I bring you greetings from the constituency of Southeast Clarendon. Comrade, when I sat there and listened to my colleague, Carla Watt, I said to myself that the People's National Party is the party of choice to take this country out of poverty. One of the greatest wealth any government can give to a family is ownership of the space that they live on. And comrade, in Southeast Clarendon, we have some lands that the PNP had started to look about for the people in 1993 to 1997. And after we lost that election in 2002, it has stopped. But with the People's National Party and Mark Jefferson Golden, we will bring back the development so that people can get to own the land that they're living on. And I'm making reference to Dampy. I'm talking about Inverness. I'm talking about Raymond's Dam. I'm talking about the cockpit lands. I'm talking about Tarentum, sections of Lionel Town, sections of Rocky Point. We want to ensure that the people have title for those lands. There are some communities that they pay the property tax, but on the receipt, it belongs to a government ministry or a government agency. And we're going to change that because the people under PNP government will ensure that they have title for those lands. I say to you, my people, help is on its way. They come with another program called Spark, and I know the Spark can't spark. Then come with Reach, and I know the Reach don't reach the people. But under PNP government with Cian Barneswell being your member of parliament, communities without pipe water will get water in their houses. I will be advocating for pipe water for Cooley Town, for White Mall, for Birdsville, for Moors, for Cockpit, sections of Palmer's Cross, sections of Lionel Town still don't have water. Comrades, we have the worst community roads in Clarendon, the worst parochial roads in Clarendon. And it has started as far back as 2019 to present. We have been getting several torrential rainfall. This parish was dubbed as a disaster parish, but yet still we get no extra cash from this uncaring government to rehabilitate our community roads. But as a deputy spokesperson for local government, I can assure you that with a Mark Jefferson as the Prime Minister of this country, we will ensure community roads get first attention and priority. And as your member of parliament when elected, I will make sure that the corridor from Salt River all the way to Lionel Town get priority. I will make sure that the section from Freetown to 19 Mile get priority, because those roads connect the other part of this country for economic development. Comrade, we will ensure that we put a maintenance team in place so that those potholes, when they pop up, we have a team ready to repair them. We have the sidewalk overgrown with vegetation. We'll put the people to work to maintain those verges to ensure safety of our pedestrians and citizens as they traverse. Comrades, help is on its way. While I was mayor, I implemented what is called Youth in Business. And what that does is find youth who are already in business, those who have the idea but don't have the resources, and we gave them grant to put in their business, to expand their business, and to start. As your member of parliament, when I get elected, I will ensure there's a grant for the young people to set up their business, to start their business, to expand their business. And I'm happy, comrade, and I'm very happy that the PNP policy when formed government will make $1 billion available for the creative industry, because we have some young people who are very talented, who are very good with digital creation of videos and flyers, and they can be able to make themselves better So, comrade, help is on its way. I intend to make some communities safe. And what do I mean by that? There are some streets and lanes that the garbage truck cannot enter because of the utility wires are too low hanging. But I'll be lobbying the different utility companies to ensure those wires are no longer low hanging so that the garbage truck can pick up those pile of garbage in those streets to reduce the pile up of garbage and to reduce rodents population growth. Comrade, we'll make sure that all of those dark roads that we are complaining about, where we cannot install street lights, we'll install solar lights so that the people can move about their community safely. Comrades, workers, warriors, when I walk the communities of Southeast Clarendon, I realized that the community field, the football field, are overgrown with vegetation, and we call them kasha tree. With a Cian Barnes will be a member of parliament, we're going to rehabilitate those football fields so that the young people can have somewhere to play their games, to integrate and to socialize. Comrade, I have been hosting a night football my third time now. And I realized that night games have been bringing young people together. It allows them to socialize, and it's also a tool to reduce crime in communities. So we'll expand that in other part of the constituency, comrade. Lest we forget that the only time any multi-purpose court was built in Southeast Clarendon was in 2006 under my leadership when I was then the chairman and the caretaker for Southeast. The Palmer's Cross Primary School one was built and the other was built in Newtown Phase 2. No other development was done by this uncaring government for the people of Southeast Clarendon. So comrade, fret not, because help is on its way. I say to my fisher folks in the constituency, we will ensure that there's a grant funding for you to buy safety tools and fishing gears. So when you go to sea and out they get rough, you won't last away from coming back home. We can be able to find you wherever you are and bring you back to safety. When I go to the Portland Cottage fishing village, I realize there's no sanitary convenience. When I become a member of parliament, there will be proper sanitary convenience at the Portland Cottage fishing village. So comrade, fret not, help is on its way. I was happy when the comrade leader included this in the party policy of making funds available for children with disabilities or persons with disabilities. And when I walk the constituency, comrade, I would have met some parent with child who have autism. And it hurts my heart because that mother cannot go to work, have to stay home to take care of that child, and it impact on the others. So with this fund that the leader decided to make available to those parents, we'll be able to help them economically so that they can stay home, take care of themselves, take care of the child, and send the others to school. Power to the People's National Party. There is another thing, comrade, and I see plenty young people in front of me. But when I become MP and the Minister of State in Local Government and Community Development, will be zoning the places to ensure parties can keep until daylight and nobody be disturbed. Because, comrade, listen to me. Two things that brings people together is entertainment and sports. But with entertainment, it has ripple effect where everybody can make money. And the People's National Party will make sure that the party promoters get the place to keep their party, that you have your own robin, your drink out, your Sunday brunch, your Friends of Friday can keep your party without disturbance from the police. Comrades from Southeast Clarendon, can I hear you? Comrades in Clarendon, can I hear you? Time come for a better representative for Southeast Clarendon. Jamaica, time come for better life. When the time come, vote for C.N. Barneswell and the People's National Party. Love your comrade. God bless you. One love.
Step up and wave your flag. Come step up and wave your rag. Step up,
Yes.
PNP, we don't come to play. Step up to work for a better day.
It sound like the people them and the comrades know them are not true. Carla know what she a talk about, not true. Barneswell know what I talk about, not true. All right. Comrades, while Comrade Barneswell was making his presentation, a native of the parish of Clarendon, a proud daughter of one of the speakers here tonight, Senator Donna Scott Motley, join us. Please to make her welcome to the meeting. Recognize her. Also accompanying Senator Donna is another senator, my good friend, attorney at law and Senator Sophia Fraser Binns. Where's Sophia? Yeah, man, she's there, she's there. Hold it. I'm a good friend from St. Catherine, Brother Laxley. We are run over St. Catherine. Big up yourself, sir. Laxley Francis. He's here supporting. And a man that I know, Floyd, I know you see the crowd in a Chapeltown tonight. Senator Floyd Morris is here also. But hold on. You know, sir, our Peter Gede, you know, sir, we now just call up the speakers, them, so just a bag of talking, not true. You hear, say the necklace and shameless people, them, here we are going in a Chapeltown. Guess what we give them tonight? Music, man.
AI.
But hold on, you think a heart attack? We tell them that we are not afraid because we have a blood and fire comrades. Jump the next one.
We no frightened so easy.
Clarendon our place.
And when you're rolling with the army, that no scary. Me represent Gaza. We no afraid of nobody.
Is. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Wake up the people, let me know. But comrades, it is my task and my honor to bring a young man that I've known from school days, a walk and a follow back a PNP from Portia Simpson Miller days, a medical doctor by profession, a son of the soil of this great constituency. Chapeltown, make welcome Dr. Ajay Dixon.
Buckle yourself, dry your face for the things. Buckle your belt, tie your lace for the fears. This you will make you know. This you will make you know, dear. Buckle yourself, dry your face for the tears. Buckle your belt, tie your lace for the fears. Come man, stepping out. I just saw you beginning. Never change the future.
Chapeltown, how you doing? Wanna look good? Wanna sound good? Wanna ready for the general election whenever it is called. Let me acknowledge the General Secretary. Well, they call him the General Secretary. I call him the General, Dr. Dean Campbell, and all the other members seated on the platform here tonight. This moment in the town of Chapelton, where I grew up, where I still live, where I made so many childhood memories. Right here, under the clock, where I grew up and made life. I could have gone anywhere else, and I decided that I wanted to stay with you right here in Chapelton. So when the week was boiling down, and I see all sorts of trouble going on in Chapelton, I said the people have no cares for that because Chapelton is Dixon Town. When I speak to the challenges of this constituency, I don't speak from uptown in a nice gated community where there's water every day, every hour. Your challenges are my challenges. Your hopes are my hopes. Your dreams and aspirations are my dreams and aspirations. For 23 long, continuous years, this constituency has been under hard labor, suffering under the bondage of the Jamaica Labour Party. Week after week, those of us who live here have to be buying water instead of having running water in our homes, in our pipes. And the Prime Minister and the ministers, they have cut ribbons. They have promised water time and again. They promised the Rock River Dam, and they said it would come to fruition in 1 to 2 years. We've gone over 2 years, and that project has still gone nowhere. Comrades, I have to be spending every week 5,000 on water. That's 20 grand for the month. That's 240,000 for the year. More than $1.2 million in 5 years on water. So when I say, under my leadership, we will move from the promise of water to getting water into the homes, into the pipes. We're going to make sure that we examine the various parish tanks that we have around the catchment tanks, check on what can work, get them back to functionality so that we can get water in our communities. The catchment tank up in Simon, there's one over in Ashley. We have a massive tank in Sangster Heights, and up till now I don't know what's happening, why water can't get in that and go to the residents in the communities. But we know that with the election coming, and every time there's an election, they come and they drop down some pipe, trick the people, and when election done, they're gone again. It happened 2011, it happened 2016, it happened 2020. Don't make them trick you again in 2025. This sitting member of parliament who says he's from Woodall, the people up there are dying to have some water.
And I have a question, why for so many years the pump up in sign can't be replaced so water can get to the residents in Mount Providence and Woodall? Time come to fix that simple fix by getting back the pump there that needs to get the water to the residents. Comrades, when Dr. Dixon wins this election, it's a win for you and getting water into your pipes. North Central Clarendon is a farming constituency. And I'm happy that the future Minister of Agriculture is here, because I will have to work with him, and I'm going to call on him time and again to make sure that our farmers here can benefit, that we can tap into the multi-billion-dollar industry that is agriculture. Everywhere you look around, fertile government lands, and those lands are just sitting idle year after year, decade after decade. It is the plan of this government and Dr. Dixon to get those idle lands into the hands of farmers so that we can become more productive in North Central Clarendon. Under my leadership, North Central Clarendon will become a GOAT in agriculture, because we'll be generating outcomes in agriculture and trade as we not only feed ourselves but ramp up production to tap into bigger markets, tap into those hotels and supermarkets, and tap into the export markets. When my good friend mentioned this project, they call him all sorts of names. But guess what? We are going to get you thousands of goats so that those young people and middle-aged and even the older people who want to get into the business of livestock, you can get your 1 and 2 goats. And we're not just going to give you and leave you. We're going to ensure that we bring in the experts to teach you the basics of that business, that we work with you to ensure that we can get the products into the right markets for you after we work with you to make a business of livestock farming. And comrades, many of the young men and young women, as they see me walking, they have been talking about this project. They have been asking for it. And we're going to make sure that those young people, many of them under 30, get a special benefit where this project is concerned. Comrades, let me touch on the road situation, because North Central Clarendon don't have any roads. And even though we should be getting more roads in North Central Clarendon, what they continue to do is trick us time after time after time. So they patch the front of the road, leave the middle, and patch the next end, video record it, put it on social media, and tell us that the road fixed. In the last 5 years, them patch Trafalgar Hill no less than 5 times. And every time they do it, by the time we have the first shower rain, it's gone. We are going to ensure that we place greater emphasis on our community roads from Prospect, where them say they have lock up and off, we go over there, to New Ground, to Penance, Molital, who's suffering for road in them community so long, to Dance and Dance Savoy, to Crawl River and Coxon, and many other communities that have just about the worst roads that you can imagine. And I don't talk about the road in Belmont and Foga and Moko Reeds. When we win the next general election, there will be a new deal for roads in North Central Clarendon. I want to touch on a topic that touching so many of us. Time come for North Central Clarendon to deliver on housing. And this government has a pledge to deliver 50,000 houses. And you can be guaranteed that at least 500 new housing starts will be coming to North Central Clarendon when we form the next government and I become Member of Parliament. And for those young people who might not be able to afford it up front, the party has the rent to own program, where you rent the building, the house, a part of it go to deposit, and when you reach the mortgage money, you get the house as your own. Let me touch quickly on another matter, land for the landless. As I walk communities like Danks and Danks Savoy, New Danks, Sutton Lands, the cry of the people is that they have been trying for decades and decades and cannot get title for those lands. When I become Member of Parliament, the focus will be to ensure that we deliver land titles to the people in those communities who have been waiting for way too long. Land title over Danks, land title in a New Danks, land title over Sutton Lands, land title over Simon, land title to the residents in Moko that were displaced due to backside. They have been suffering for far too long. There's so much more to say, but I don't have enough time. But guess what, comrades? We'll be ensuring that there's a resident skills training center in North Central Clarendon to hone the skills of those who want to be trained and get them to be productive citizens. There's not one single skills training center in North Central Clarendon. We will upgrade facilities like the community centers and the recreational fields, the summer field football field, the football field at the Moko Community Center, the football fields over in Alexandria, so that you can have a proper surface for entertainment, a proper surface for playing your sports. We will partner with our stakeholders in education to continue upgrading and transforming and modernizing our schools. We must shift away, comrades, from arrogance, from people who behave high and mighty, from people who choose confrontation. We choose peace, not war. But comrades, as we go forward to this general election, I have one thing to say in the case of North Central Clarendon Gensec. I have one thing to say to the entire Chapelton. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the victory. Liberation is on its way. Hold on just a little longer, because the time is coming. The time is coming. The time is coming when we shall win this next general election in this constituency after 23 long years of bondage. Comrades, I'm happy to see you here in Chapelton. The word is love. The word is love. The word is love.
What we tell them to North Central Clarendon, when the election is called and Dr. Dixon becomes your next Member of Parliament, what we are going to do with them, boy, then?
We're gonna chase those crazy bullets.
What we are doing with them?
Chase those crazy bullets.
He's my selector. No. Clarendon, I want to tell you something about the People's National Party. One thing for certain, and a few things for sure, is that we in the PNP, when we give you an MP, we give you an MP with substance. We give you an MP with quality. We give you an MP where you can brag about. And Northwest Clarendon, you had a Member of Parliament. We say development. We give you good road. We build school. Chapelton Square. Make welcome the next Member of Parliament for Northwest Clarendon.
money. Wanna better let through the man, let through Azan, let through the man. Whoa. Wanna better let through the man, let through Azan, let through the man. So from Silent Hill to Thompson Town, through town Victoria back to Banana Round. Let through the man, let through Azan, let through the man. Whoa. From field to inside.
Comrade Peter Gay, Ferguson, Comrade General Secretary, comrades all on the platform, the thousands and thousands of comrades who gather in Chapelton tonight, the word is love. To the great people of Northwestern Clarendon, let me hail you up tonight. And tonight, comrade, we gather here in Chapelton on the last leg of our campaign to return Northwestern Clarendon to decency once and for all. And comrades, the first thing in my 30 days when you really elect me as your member of parliament for Northwestern Clarendon, I will call all my high school principal that we can start back our high school programs that we start before. Because we're going to start back those training programs that we start before. And I will also increase from the constituency development fund that we can able to improve our practical areas, that every child who live in high school can live with a level 1 or level 2 hard certificate from their high school. Comrades, the bamboo project at Peckham that we invest so heavily on, and from 2020, it closed down. I am promising you this afternoon that we will make sure that we put back that into action again, comrade. Our roads in Northwestern Clarendon, comrades, is that mongoose out to take away all of us in Northwestern Clarendon. There was a time that mongoose used to afraid of us. Now mongoose start to run all over the place because of the Jamaica Labour Party. I am also promising, comrade, that the 7th training center that was closed since 2020, in the first 30 days, we have to get them back up, that our young people can start get training once again. Because out of those training center, comrade, many of our young people are in hotel working today. And I said to the Labour Party, shame on you that you locked down all 7 of them in the constituency. I hear all the speakers say before about water. In 2015, we have the Silent Hill water supply was tendered. Everything was in place for a contractor to be identified that the people of Silent Hill and Moravia could get water. When this wicked and uncaring government take office, they cancel every single one of that, comrade. I am saying here tonight, comrade, to the people of Silent Hill, Moravia, and Topolston, help is on the way. And I'm going to touch on a serious one, comrade. 4 to 5 years ago, we have a bridge in Southwood. Wash away. The bridge wash away, comrade. And I'm telling you, comrade, it is an insult to the people of Southwood. When rain, those who are out have to stay out, and those who are in have to stay in. Children have been washed away, and all they hear is promises and promises. New contract, new contract. I am saying tonight to the people of Southwood, we are going to put back a bridge in Southwood because you deserve that. And comrade, my pet program, the Spalding Market, I am promising the people, the women, the men, the young people, that when we return, Spalding Market will be completed. We have minister visit, prime minister visit, and his peer promise. From 2016, not one single nail was nailed here by the Jamaica Labour Party. From we leave government, comrade, nothing happened there. And I'm promising the town of Spalding that you will have the beauty of your life, the Spalding Market. I close by saying to all of us who gather here in this pretty orange color tonight, comrade, couple days, couple nights, couple hours, couple minutes, we will be going to the poll, comrade. And I want all of you to line up to make sure that you vote for the People's National Party when that election is called. One love, comrade.
Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing gonna be alright.
Comrades, Comrade Richard Azan, the next member of parliament for Clarendon Northwest. While Comrade Azan was making his presentation, Vice President and Member of Parliament for Manchester Northwestern, Comrade MeK Phillips, join us. Please to make him welcome in Chapeltown. But I realize I never recognize my friend and the president of the PNP, Senator Gabriel Morris, is also here. The beautiful, stand up, Gabriel, let them see you. Yeah, man. Next member of parliament. Big up, Councillor Romain. I see you just read, sir. Everything all right. So, Chapeltown, remember the mission is to get rid of this most corrupt government ever in the history. Music man, give me that. Wanna ready?
Come on, everyone, ready?
Where the flag them in a Chapeltown there? Ready, we're ready.
Come on, everyone, ready? It's fire time. I'm the real fire.
Yes.
What is happening?
Look at Chapeltown. Look at Clarendon. Comrades, I know he's alone in the chopping next one. Ready, don't forget yourself, ready yourself.
Everybody warm up. We just a warm up. Clean that warm up. Grave and warm up. Down here the warm up.
Comrades, it is my task to bring on a man who has represented Jamaica in many facets. A man who started his days from politics them time they at Camperdown High School. And then he moved on to representing Jamaica and West Indies. I'm talking about this general opening batsman, Wavell Heights, Clarendon Northern.
Yeah, we put your first and second and third, but the blessings come forth, blessings come forth. Yo, it is a miracle to make you think shot and not end up a gun court, end up a gun court. Ah, growing up on the banks of love, never give up and we never lose hope.
Check. Thank you, Comrade Mario. Comrade General Secretary, Dr. Leighton Campbell, all other comrades on the platform, greetings. Greetings to the comrades from Kellits. Greetings to the comrades from Crofts Hill. Greetings to the comrades from Union Town. Greetings to the comrades from Clarendon. One love, one love, one love. Allow me to make special mention of my 3 divisional leaders, Councillor Anthony O'Connor, Councillor Dawson, and Councillor Caretaker Troy Levy. Big up on yourself. Comrades, I have a very big task. A task that is important to the victory of the People's National Party. And that is to see home the seat of Northern Clarendon and make sure that it is counted for the PNP. My vision for North Clarendon is rooted and summed up in 5 phases. My slogan is Wavell Cares. So CARE stands for community development, agriculture, road and infrastructure, education and economic empowerment, and sports and social security. Let's start with community development. North Clarendon must be a place where families thrive, where every child feels safe, because all of us want to feel safe, and where people feel supported, respected, and proud. Must be proud of where you're from. But beyond just fixing those broken things, I'll create opportunities where none exist. We will transform our community centers, starting with the one in Kellits, that the Green Man them closed down. Then we move to the one in Crofts Hill, that the Green Man closed down and it is now being vandalized, and turn them into multi-purpose training centers. Multi-purpose because we'll use it for cultural events and, of course, sporting events. These will be places where we can gain skills, and our comrades can, people of the community can gain skills in welding, plumbing, digital media, content creation, giving them tools they need to build a better life. I will be partnering with ART, NSTA, Trust, to bring real training into our communities and to build a good future. Together we can build North Clarendon where no one is left behind. In agriculture, and you heard of our national policy on agriculture, I know the struggles of our farmers. I know the struggle of the farmers in Bagwell, in Retford, in Brandon Hill, in Crofts Hill, and in the big farming area of Mason River. We will work to ensure that we have irrigation systems, where we have equipment,
Yes, comrades. Where we have irrigation systems, equipment to support their needs for them to succeed. The next PNP government will invest $9 billion in agriculture, and we must tap into that from a North Clarendon standpoint, where we'll have irrigation, technology, land preparation, storage, and training for our farmers. Our agriculture special economic zone, we will be dealing with cold storage in North Clarendon, so that when all the crops come in at the same time, for instance, cabbage, and there's a glut in the market, you will have cold storage so that you can get value for your money as you would have farmed hard for your produce. Farming is the backbone of our nation, and farming is the backbone of North Clarendon. And we need to restore pride and dignity while we bring profitability that the farmers deserve. When it comes to roads, let me talk about road now. Everybody are complaining about road. Some say them only have gravel. Some say them have track. Well, me have sinkhole. Me have gully. Me have drain. Me have either way. Me have cave. Me not have no road. No. And when the green people them take over, them said them this with senior general and said them I will show him how them fix road. And that them say about the general Comrade Dali. Well, them get it now for 4.5 years, and the sinkhole them get deeper and deeper. So we are going to be addressing the road issues in North Clarendon. And we'll be repairing roads from Sansan to Crawl River. So Dr. Dixon, maybe you get piece of Crawl River and fix it. And maybe you can partner and fix it right through to Danks. We'll be fixing roads from St. John to Pedro. Fixing roads from roadside to Cave Valley. And of course, we'll be fixing roads from Kellys to Brandon Hill. And as we focus on community roads, as the national focus has always been for the last 10 years or more on highways, our people in North Clarendon deserve to get better roads to drive on. Me feel it for the taxi man them. Me feel it for the school children them. Me feel it for the farmer them and I get the road. Me feel it. It is hampering productivity and it is hampering the quality of life of the people in Northern Clarendon. As your next member of parliament, I am committing myself to you to address the issue coming with the government of Jamaica under the astute leadership of Mark Jefferson Golden. As it relates to education and economic empowerment, they have closed down the skill center in Crofts Hill. They have closed down the skill center in Kellits. Thanks to Comrade Troy Levy, I don't know if he's still around, who is the chairman of the Crooked River Baptist Skill Center that is doing well. We plan to restore and reopen the skill center in Crofts Hill, to restore and reopen the skill center in Kellits, to make sure that we can partner with Art Trust and to use the Claude McKay High School that we share with Comrade Azan, and to use the Kellits High School as training centers for evening school for our young people. We also pledge as a national thing to also provide a warm meal for students going to school. Pitney can't learn from hungry belly. Pitney can't learn from hungry belly. We are pledging as well from our CDF
Comrades of Clarendon, MeK welcome the integrity boss, Jamaica's next Prime Minister, the President of the People's National Party, a social justice champion, the husband of Sandra Golden, Chapelton Square. MeK welcome our Prime Minister, Comrade Leader, Mark Jefferson Golden, blood and fire comrades. for Northern Clarendon, Comrade Waverhine.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome, Comrade Leader. Welcome, Comrade Leader in the building. Our leader is here. Yes, comrades. So as we speak about the first student or the first member of your family to attend university, they will do so free under the next PNP government. Also, we'll be providing vocational labs in all high schools. This is not just a talk. This is what the PNP is committed to do and to provide opportunities for our young people. Finally, let me speak about sports and social security. In North Clarendon, nothing not go on. For the by-election last November, we did a football competition with Comrade Dawson, and it was a success. I know of the history. I know Comrade Horace Daly used to put on the Daly League. Well, we'll change the first name from Daly to Hines, but the league will be back in full force. A full football league will be playing. We'll be creating netball competitions and cricket competitions. But before we do that, we'll be developing the facilities so that these spaces can be used, not just for competition, but for leisure and recreation by all the communities and, of course, its members. Comrades, I want to encourage you to understand the power of what we are trying to do. Sports is what we'll use to unite our people and move them forward. It also used to give them economic opportunities. We'll be looking to have training for young cricketers, young footballers, young track and field athletes, young netballers. And once we have those clinics, we will take the best of them and then we will take them to other areas where they can be developed. So for instance, we'll be asking Comrade Mark Bowling to recruit some young men from our community and constituency at Arnett Garden. Comrade Leader is the president of the Arnett Garden Football Club. We'll be transporting some. I am the president of Kensington Cricket Club. Naturally, I will be taking young cricketers to Kensington to give them opportunity. We'll be asking them for netball. And we're taking them for the track club to give them opportunity. Sports is the reason I am standing here. I will ensure that I discover the next Waverlines, the next Shelley and Fraser, the next netballer, the next Usain Bolt in North Clarendon. Comrades, we have one task. We have one task. We have one task. One task, comrades. Our task is to ensure that we are not just here gathered, fellowshipping, enjoying ourselves, but in our respective speedies, clusters, division, and constituency, that we organize ourselves. And North Clarendon, we are going to be organized. We are going to be the work. We are going to do the work in a disciplined way to ensure that Crofts Hill wins by the margin it needs to win by, led by Comrade O'Connor. That Anian Town win by the margin it needs to win by led by Comrade Dawson. And that the Kelly's division, led by the hard, ever-present, working Troy Levy, that we will organize ourselves to work, to go to the polling station and vote so that the People's National Party can mark North Clarendon in the winning column, so that victory is ours. Victory is for PNP. One love, comrades. One love. God bless you all.
Progress. We know you know nothing with you. If you're not showing no progress, man, figure through life without no stress. Be friends with some people that's
Oh, tell them so when they're not for progressive people. He's selector. Now, comrades in Chapelton Square this evening, I want to tell you, say, when we talk about Clarendon and we talk about PNP territory, we talk about a place where we can find real comrades. Them can't switch, them not change, them remain loyal. I want you to make welcome to the microphone an attorney at law, your MP today, tomorrow, and forevermore, Comrade Lothan Cousins.
Boss here, boss. Dance here, every gun. Ever militant. So it and so it and. Humble like a lamb. Tell them no confusion. Boss be every boss. Dance be every gun. Boss be every boss. Dance be every gun. Ever militant. So it and so it.
Comrades all! Blood and fire, comrades of Clarendon! Comrades from North! Comrades to the Central! Comrades to the South! Power to the people! Comrades! We have some things to talk tonight. Some serious business we deal with tonight. And I'm going to big up the Prime Minister in waiting, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding, my brother and my friend. See me, him we are good. Him we do it for. At the party we do it for. Clarendon is central to the development of Jamaica. Clarendon is central to the development of Jamaica. You are my people. I love you and you love me. And when I talk tonight, I want you to understand that we are here on a serious mission. We are on a mission to rescue Jamaica. But for us to have one constituency in Clarendon, it now going to help the People's National Party. We need to have Wavell, we say we are going to lick them for 6. After Carla talked since night, you have any doubt that Carla is going to be the Member of Parliament for Central Clarendon?
Turn up the thing.
And I love backbench, I know. Backbench, I know. We don't love backbencher. Backbencher can't help Clarendon. So the backbencher, them have a car come down here. Tell them to pack them bags. Because we don't accept inferior goods in this parish. This parish has provided Jamaica with 3 prime ministers. 3 prime ministers come from this parish. Where we are standing tonight, a prime minister who unfortunately whatever happened to him because of some labor rights there. You understand? I don't need to go into the details of it. But them know them to do him. North Central Clarendon, them deprive him of a prime minister. Because the one that they know can never and will never become prime minister of Jamaica. We have R.J. Dixon, who have a bright future. We are the parish that has always answered for the People's National Party. We know the suffering of the labor right because them come down here and do nothing in the parish. Our ancestors, our families were all one time on their side and when we come over because we know that they don't mean you no good. Not true? So me I tell all that the labor rights when you come here to come join we now. Join we now. We not waste no time. We want all 6 constituencies Join us because you know Luton Cousins and the People's National Party will do what is best for Clarendon. Not just Southern Clarendon, all of Clarendon. $50,000 people in this parish don't have a title. The whole of the year, so we know about taxes paper, not true? Everybody have taxes paper. Well, when election call and Mark Golding become Prime Minister, your taxes paper got on title. 50,000 titles delivered in the first term under Mark Golding.
This is the land of my birth. I said this is the land of my birth. I said this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
50,000 of you in a Clarendon going to get title courtesy of the People's National Party. That is what we call true empowerment. That is when we talk about empowerment, we talk about ensuring that you have the piece of paper for your land. Because we're tired of them call we squatter, not true? Yes. I mean, I want nobody call about the squatter around here because when PNP done, squatter done with. The whole of Jamaica capture land. And we are giving people the title because them forced to capture the land. And them forced to capture the land. We can't go live over Pedro Key. Pedro Key too small. Not true. Pedro Key can't hold the whole of in a Chapelton. And 5,000 people here tonight. And this is just a signal. This is a signal to them that the PNP is serious about development. The PNP is serious about Clarendon. And the PNP is a party for the people. The PNP is a party of the people. And the PNP is a party that has always been there for the people. And when the PNP win, Clarendon and the whole of Jamaica will win. Because when the PNP are in power, you, the people, are in power. You have the power. The power is not vested in a few people who live uptown on top of our hill. The power is vested in you, the people. The people who has been faithful to us. The people who has believed in us. The people who we have served. And the people who we will continue to serve when we form government and put you first at the development of Jamaica. Because we, the People's National Party, put the people first. Oh, my comrades, see the signal waving in the sky. Reinforcements now appearing. Victory! Victory! Victory is nigh. Power to the people. One love, one heart. Clarendon first, Jamaica first. Love on them.
Still me irie, cause we no love life. No, every time I rise, we do it for the love, and I do it for the life. Sweet for the love, and I do it for the life. Sweet for the love, and I do it for the life. Sweet for the love, and I do it for the life. Make them know success don't come over.
Yes.
Don't make them substance over. I do it for the love, and I do it for the life.
Cut it. Chapelton Square. If you know that time come for change, and we're tired of the labor pain, and we say no more, make me hear when you say time come now. Drop the song selector.
You can't stand in the comrades. Where the flag them there? Where the flag them there, Chapelton?
Where the real warriors them there? Where the true believers them there? Where the Christian comrade soldiers them there? Make we hear enough.
From the end of the earth, where I cry out to thee.
Where the flag? Where the flag, comrades?
When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I.
Hold it.
Hold it, selector, hold it.
So, comrades, party leader, I know you see how Chapelton look, but we have to give them the signal. We have to tell them, say time come. But we now just tell them that music man, give me next one, we are going to send the message to them. At this song here, we are using, tell them.
To do what? Tell labor rights, say, time come to pop their bags and come out of town because PNP come to rescue Jamaica.
Come, Chapelton, bounce on your foot, bounce on your foot. Yes. I will tell them.
Hurry up and get ready to go. If you want to ride on the victory train, what we tell them? Who would PNP and the what? All right, selector.
Comrades, settle down, settle down. I know you're festive and I know everything all right. I want to big up the Rasta man from St. Catherine to come join us, Damien. Big up yourself. There's a car that is blocking 42, 67 or something. 68, right at the runner, so you need to move. There's a vehicle that's blocking. Everybody, we need to move. There's a vehicle running that needs to move to clear the way. But comrades, Chapelton, the show say you're ready. I bring to you now, we have changed the beat to our national speakers. And I'm going to go with the vice president as the first speaker in this category. Standing tall as the MP in Manchester Northwest, vice president of the People's National Party, opposition spokesman and transport. Welcome in Chapelton, MeK Asha Phillips.
Comrades, why the first time I just said to Comrade Barneswell, Comrade Leader, Clarendon are the only place me see river run upstream. Cause PNP River come to Chapelton, bank to bank.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up.
Comrades, we're going to have a reasoning. Because the Prime Minister has been running up all over the country, cutting ribbon, breaking ground, from north to south, east to west. What him couldn't do in 10 years, he might try do in a few months. No matter how much ribbon him cut, ground that him break, PNP going to be victorious whenever him call it. Them have members of parliament who think that the young people are a fool. Because for the first time, Comrade Hassan, I see MPs advertising, say them get farm work. Now let me tell you how it go, comrades. Each MP, rural MP get 50. Urban MP get 30. And when I see MPs advertising, trying to give false hope to their constituencies, I said, my God, what conscience do you have, if any at all?
You have some caretakers who even promising farm work. Some collecting money for farm work. Some still a give out farm work farm when that stopped give out about 4 years ago. What it has shown me is that the Jamaica Labour Party have no conscience. And them lie. Them can fool some people sometimes, but them can't fool all the people all the time. But I want to talk to a man who they call Mr. Badmind. Because when I stood up on the platform last week Sunday, I spoke about those Jamaicans who have invested their money in a school bus program that move part students. Him turn around and say, me bad mind theme program. But just to show the hypocrisy, is that I see him now announce say him want to bring private investors in the school bus system. And only because our plan is better than the JLP plan, him want to take our plan. There's no fight, comrades, because we believe in a rural school bus system for our children. We never yet say we don't believe in it. We believe in it. But what we are saying is that those children coming from Trout Hall, those children that coming from Kellets, those who don't live on the main road should get the same benefits as those who live in Chapelton going to Maypen. Their plan will move 4,000 students. Our right plan will move 20,000 students every day. And it gone 1 week now and I said, let us debate this. Him still don't want to accept my invitation. But we are still open because we believe in the people. We believe in our students. And we want the best for our students. So if anybody bringing politics into it, it's not the PNP. It is not the PNP. But we have the better plan. But comrades, a new day is coming for the taxi man them and the bus man them. The other people them say them are thief, them are rapists. We see them as investors in a public transport system. We the PNP will be developing a national public transport plan because we believe that the sector deserves better. The 1 million passengers around the whole country deserve better, and the PNP has that plan. At the sacrifice of many taxpayers and transport operators, the JUTC was created under People's National Party administration. This administration mashed it up, costing taxpayers $20 billion every year. And we will have to come back to rebuild the Jamaica Urban Transit Corporation. We have the plan because be it Chapelton, be it Spaldings, Maypen, Mandeville, Santa Cruz, we're going to have to look at how the taxi man them park. Because you can't give them license, then send police to go lock them up when you don't provide no parking space for them.
We have the plan. And one other thing, comrades, they recommend them. Taxi man them know what me are talking about. We have to go overhaul that system because the way our recommend just a take up tax now can't work because poor people are suffer when you do that. But my God, comrades, when you talk about bad road, you talk about Clarendon. When you talk about bad road, you talk about Clarendon. Comrades, you hear the Prime Minister talking about Spark. Like Spark is a solution for 10 years of neglect for road surface system right across the country. But Spark now Spark. And Spark now reach. And reach now reach. Spark is another program because election was coming. Them rushed the Spark in. They decided to give Spark to one contractor. And I can tell you today, comrades, that Spark has not delivered at all. The questions should be asked, why one contractor get it, who is now giving others Chinese subcontractor, who is now subcontracting it out to other contractors. Then by the time the work reaches the ground, the quality of the work has to be in question. Well, I can tell you, when the PNP comes to government after this election, we're going to have to really look at the whole road infrastructure. Because unlike the Prime Minister who only like to build highways, PNP is coming into the communities. We're coming off of the byways because every Jamaican matter, not only a few. We have to reorganize the road maintenance fund. We have a 10-year plan that we're going to come with, dealing with road maintenance with Mark Golding as Prime Minister. But I want to raise one more. The Southern Coastal Highway, comrade leader. That is from Harborview over to St. Thomas and on to Portland. We want to call on the Integrity Commission that there needs to be an inquiry on the Southern Coastal Highway project. And I'm going to tell you why, comrades. After the Prime Minister cut the ribbon open for that highway 1 year ago, you still have the contractor digging up that highway with the National Works Agency saying that is bad material. But we have some questions of our own. Why so many failures? Who is it that certified the quarry that supplied them all? Who owned the quarry? And who are the consultants that was employed by the National Works Agency to protect the taxpayers of the country? If them can't answer that question, then from the Prime Minister to a minister down to the head of the National Works Agency should be relieved of their jobs, because some shikini go on in that project. Why taxpayers have to suffer the way that they are suffering? It is our responsibility to hold them accountable. But I can tell them, when fire there must steal, him think a cool breeze. If him thinks that done, we done. We just a come. So them can go on with all them a go on. We are going to protect
the taxpayers, every Jamaican, from the bandits of the Jamaica Labour Party. Comrades, time come. Time come for a better Jamaica. Time come for the people of Jamaica. Time come for us to have an honest government that mean the people right. But time come for Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party to go. Clarendon, are you ready? When I say PNP, say power. PNP. PNP. Time come, comrades. One love, one heart.
Whoa, whoa. Chapel Square! Make some noise for our member of parliament for North West Manchester and our next minister of transport. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Now, Chapel Square, I see the other day, some little Ori come up, try style one of our Clarendon native. But them no know say through them see her and she look elegant and she speaks so eloquent. Them think them can step to her. But them no know say every man from the PNP in the parliament of our back. No, make we tell them say in the PNP, we respect women, we promote women, and we love women. Chapel Square, make welcome our senator and shadow spokesperson on justice, Senator Donna Scott Motley.
No, I've never been someone shy until I see your eyes. Still I had to try, yeah. Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. When I treat you like a man is supposed to, you'll never have to cry. No, I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. Yeah,
Comrades of Clarendon, I belong to you and you belong to me. I will walk many places, but I will never leave you, the people of Clarendon. Never. I went to school just down the road at Clarendon College. I was your head girl at Clarendon College. I have seen so many people in this crowd that I know by name. Because I grew up at a place called Mount Providence. And when I left Mount Providence, I went to Woodhall. I know the people of Clarendon. And when I ran against Mike Henry in Central Clarendon, all of you had my back. And tonight, as I sit in the company of the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golden, I say respect due. But I also say respect due to Comrade Carla Watts because she shows the fire and the spirit of the women of the People's National Party. She represents Portia Simpson Miller because we no afraid of nobody. when we say we're not afraid of nobody, we come to you in the spirit of Nanny of the Maroons, because we fight, but we fight for our people. We come to serve people. We don't have to say we choose Jamaica, because we have always served the people of Jamaica. These people who say they choose Jamaica have chosen themselves for 10 years. And now that election come, they want to con you by saying they are choosing Jamaica. Why you never choose us 10 years ago? Our leader was the one who passed laws that protected the people of Jamaica. And the other day when I heard the mother of Mario Dean, I felt her pain that her son had to die because he was smoking a spliff. And it is Mark Jefferson Golding who recognized the injustice of young people being sent to jail because they're smoking a spliff, and said, no more of that. It must end. He, as a minister of justice, understood what it was like to protect people from injustice. Because without justice, there can be no peace in our country. We must stand up for people, for their rights and their dignity. And I can tell you that one of the first things we will do when we become government is that we are going to increase the monetary limits in the parish courts. And I want to explain it to you. In 2013, if you were in an accident and you get injured, you could only sue for $250,000. If somebody owe you rent and it come over $250,000, you had to go to the High Court. And Mark Jefferson Golding saw the injustice of that. And in 2013, he increased it to $1 million. But a man come to me, him have a car wash, and he said, Sister B, $1 million and no money again. First time it was money. I understand as an attorney at law when you come to me and you tell me that a man owe you $1.2 million, and I say, well, if you want to sue in the parish court in Clarendon, you have to dash with $200,000. And you look at me and say, what can go so? That is what the law says. And the first thing we are going to do when we become government is we are going to increase the amount of money that you can sue for in the parish court so you can have your own justice. Some of you go to the parish court in Clarendon. How many of you know that there's an elevator there? You know how much it costs to put in an elevator and maintain an elevator? There are only 2 stories in the Clarendon Parish Court. Watch my finger. There are only 2 stories in the Clarendon Parish Court. And they put in an elevator. But if you go there, you can't find a toilet to use. Not true? And we have to fix that. Because we have to let you understand that we respect you and we respect your dignity. And I look at this crowd of beautiful women, if you ever see how they look pretty. And the man, them look so handsome. And I say you deserve better. You deserve a Jamaica that works for you. You deserve a Jamaica that puts you at the center of development. You deserve a Jamaica that understands that the power lies in you. And I respect the fact that on election day, it is you who will perform the act which will transform Jamaica by electing the People's National Party. Your ex, my comrade, my sister, your ex will transform Jamaica by electing a government who will put you first. By electing a government who will give the power to the people and who will say, time come, time come, time come for a better Jamaica. Time come for people who put you first. Time come for a leader. Time come for a leader who will lead with integrity, who will lead with compassion, and who will lead with honesty. Time come for the People's National Party. I love
you, Clarendon. I see them coming after my soul, wanting to take control.
Give it up for Senator Brenna Scott Motley, a Clarendon native.
I'm talking about what the world has to offer. Girl, what you doing, don't you see?
All right.
What they have done.
We in the People's National Party. What we tell them, say?
All of the
What we tell them, say? I'm not afraid. No, dear, make them know that. All right. Now, comrades, I want to tell you something that we in the People's National Party believe in building every Jamaican and not just friend and company business. When we form the next government, we are going to transform Jamaica, and our comrade leader has given our comrade Senator Floyd Morris the job to make sure say everybody can own a piece of the soil in this country. And I want to tell you that Senator Floyd Sisse, Chapelton Square, car can come down, bang to bang for the PNP. Make welcome our Senator, the one and only Senator Floyd Morris.
Bigger than what people say. We are bigger than that. Bigger than what people say. Unfathomable. I hear them talking. They don't have a clue. Them running up their mouth. But you're bigger than what people say. Glory to your name. Hallelujah. Magnificent God. Just name mega magnificent. Dragon big God. Just name mega dynamos. Magnanimous. Mega magnificent. You magnanimous. Jesus bigger than what people say. Jesus bigger than what people say. I hear them talking. I hear them running out their mouth. But you're bigger than what people say.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade Party Leader, warriors and foot soldiers of the People's National Party, I traveled all the way from Kingston, coming up into the hills of Clarendon. And when I come into Chapelton Square, and I look to the east, and I look to the west, I look to the north, and I look to the south, and PNP River come down bang to bang, comrades.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. If you want it, you really get tight.
And we sending a warning and a signal to the laborites that we go and whop them in the east. We go and whop them in the north. We go and whop them in the south. We go and give them a political whopping in a Clarendon.
Comrades, we are marching on to victory. And I am proud to be a part of the team led by Mark Jefferson Golding. You see, comrades, in 1989, life dealt me what many thought and many consider as a fatal blow. I got blind because of glaucoma, and I decided that I wasn't going to make that hold me down. Because as a true socialist, my mother taught me the importance of education. And so I got an education. Going back at my evening college, got to the University of the West Indies, complete a first degree, complete a PhD, and now I'm a professor at the University of the West Indies. And when I sit down and I talk with my leader who grew up amongst persons with disabilities, my leader say, Floyd, I don't only want to have one Floyd Morris in Jamaica. I want to have many Floyd Morris all over the Jamaica, because we have enough disabled people who are bright and talented and are going to unlock them potential in a Jamaica. And that is why my leader say I'm going to establish the National Disability Fund, where we go and make sure that persons with disabilities can get more help with them education. Them can get more help with assistive technology. Them can get employment. And we're going to improve the sidewalks right across Jamaica so that wheelchair users can move with ease in their communities. And comrades, I have to stand with my leader because he's a visionary leader. My leader looked for me 3 years ago and him said, listen to me, your talent and your ability is much bigger than your disability. Because when I see you, I don't see a person who is blind. I see you as a man with a vision who can execute a plan, and that is why him give me the housing portfolio. And him said to me, Floyd, I want you to come up with strategies for affordable housing in Jamaica. And I said, leader, so you ask, so shall it be delivered. And that is why our leader went to the parliament and him tell you that we are going to stop the annual extraction of $11.4 billion from the NHT to top up the budget every year. And when we stop that, we are going to take $1 billion out of it and set up a special fund where we are going to give young people $500,000 so that they can pay down on the deposit for their own houses in Jamaica. And over the 5-year period, 10,000 young people going to get that grant. And they are going to be able to own them owner keys for them owner house in Jamaica. And then the leader, our visionary leader and caring leader, tell you that him going to make sure
50,000 houses are built for low-income earners right across Jamaica. And when we build those houses, the land portion that go into the housing cost, you not going to pay for that. That is going to be free to you. And so what it means is that a house that will normally cost $14 million going to come to you at less than $10 million. And immediately we're going to give you equity in the houses that you own. Power to the people from Mark Golding. And comrades, we tell you that through our leader. We know that some people have it hard. So we have to cater for all our Jamaican people to make them own a roof over them head. So the barber, the taxi driver, the farmer, the household helper, all of those people who don't get a pay slip at the end of the month, we are going to introduce the Rent to Buy initiative that will ensure that when we build those 50,000 houses, some of them will go to Rent to Buy. And you can rent one of the units and save over a 6-month period. We see how you pay, and we know that you're consistent with the payment. Then we are going to convert that into mortgage, because the People's National Party believe that Jamaicans must own them own a door key, because when you pay rent at somebody door key you borrow. And comrades, we tell you, say, through our caring and visionary leader, that we're going to introduce the program for the orderly renewal and transformation of infrastructure in all areas, the Portia Initiative. And with that initiative, we're going to be tearing down zinc fences and building up concrete walls and chain link fences. We're going to be improving sidewalks for senior citizens and persons with disabilities. And we're going to make sure that the 47 Operation Pride schemes that have been incompleted, we're going to complete those, because the labor rights not interested in completing those development, because they don't want to carry and build anything where the PNP start. So comrades, we have put to you a set of housing plans that are geared towards transforming Jamaica. And I say to the comrades of Clarendon, every member of parliament, every constituency in Clarendon can look forward to getting at least 500 of those affordable houses that will be built under the MeK plan. And in every town center in Clarendon, we're gonna make sure that we improve the sidewalks so that senior citizens and persons with disabilities can move around with ease. Comrades, I am confident of my leader, because my leader come with clean hands and a pure heart. And my leader don't come to scrape. My leader don't come to grab. My leader come to give back and empower the people of Jamaica. And I say, march on to progress. March on with Marchigi. March on with the People's National Party. The word is love, comrade.
No longer, the wicked get stronger. I can't stand this no longer, cause the battle is getting hotter. But them have to get up. The wicked have to get up.
You heard it from Senator Floyd Morris. So because time I go, my name I go itch and my name I go hold it. I bring to you now the next member of parliament for St. Catherine Northwest, Kingston College, PNP YO, Damian Crawford.
I was buried alive, but I'm still breathing.
Yeah. I hear the sound of the Rasta man say, Babylon, your throne gone, gone. Babylon. Respect. Vidge. Comrades, may I beg you no local time for talk. I see a whole heap of conversation at talk about bus and taxi and plane and helicopter. The entire conversation starts with education. What we have in this country is an education system that we need to find a solution for. And it is one that gets worse and worse under the Jamaica Labour Party. I wonder how much people know that in 2015, literacy was 82%. And in 2024, fourth grade literacy was 65%. I wonder how much people know that 5 subjects, including mathematics in 2015, was 28%. And in 2024, it was 18%. But Labour right never ever like education. That's why they said they have never seen scholarship, they have only seen sugarship. It's a selfish government. And so, what we did is to look at what is the reason, or what are the reasons that our children are underperforming. Because I want the young people here to remember this if you don't remember anything else. If you can walk and you can talk, you can learn. You never born to talk, you learn to talk. You never born to walk, you learn to walk. So how would children bright at 9 months but dunce at 19? What can go so? So we look and realize that being absent from school is a major reason that they are not performing. You have a term we call cumulative. They say education is cumulative because yesterday impacts tomorrow. So when a youth no come school Tuesday, the teacher assumes on Thursday that him did learn from Tuesday. So therefore, even when him present Thursday, it no mean nothing because he was not understanding what you teach from Tuesday. Seeing that absenteeism, we start look at the reasons for that absenteeism. One of the reasons is that people with one interested adult, and call them single parent, have a difficulty getting to school. So you see, if you no come PNP meeting and no go PTA meeting, I not gonna like you. The next thing they saw was the weather. Every time rain fall, the youth them can't go school. You see, who have care no understand, say if you not have shelter, your mother not send you out. That's why the PNP must make sure that a bus shelter is within 400 meters of every household. So even if rain fall. Yeah, me know. She said me nice. The other reason was illness. That is why the PNP must ensure that we build out our clinics so that they are state-of-the-art clinics. But we want to make more of them open on a weekend so that you don't have to miss school to go to clinic. And then we're lobbying that in the same way, Misuko, in the same way that you have a drugs for the elderly program, we are lobbying for a drugs for the children program, because enough time they cannot get the medicine that they need and have to miss school for extended period of time. The second to last reason was food, that they can't find the nutrients. Now let me tell you something. Every animal, including human beings, have two basic functions: sustenance to survive and performance to function. When you're short of food, you move away from performance and go straight into sustenance. That's why when my goat them not get no food, them stop have kid. And when my fowl them not get no food, them stop lay. They move to sustenance and away from performance. So a picnic when you eat cannot learn, because learning is performance and not sustenance. And that is why we say we guarantee 1 meal per child in school. The JLP said they will give 130,000 children $180 a day. $180 can't buy nothing. The PNP say we will give 240,000 children $400 a day. In retaliation, because 90% of what they do is because of what we have said. All you see them talk about bus system, that never mentioned until we mention our right system. But I soon come to that. The way them under pressure, them just a walk a cut ribbon. What do you mean look a 2-year-old come from school with bubbles alone? I call up a school, I say, want to a ribbon. Them say, Andrew cut it. I could not believe.
Whoever speaks again. I say, be careful what you teach your little children. Make sure I have something to hurt them. Mind what you say to my sister. She puts it in.
What can go so? So when we said $400 per child, they run come say them going to the breakfast. And when you work out the maths, the breakfast is $69 a day. It can't even buy one Tigers. It can't buy one Bigfoot. The final reason, because that is the conversation, is that they couldn't get transport. Transport have two problems: the availability of transport and the affordability of transport. When we look at absenteeism, it said urban absenteeism, which means town, was 22%. Rural absenteeism was 32%. And deep rural absenteeism was 55%. Therefore, any plan to improve absenteeism by transport must be focused on the one with the most absenteeism, which is deep rural. Why it is a problem? A lot of deep rural are farming communities. So the adults aren't coming out to go work. They go to the local ground and go work. So the taxi man don't have enough people to carry out them to say profitable. What's the problem? Deep rural have one-way traffic. Just the kids going one way, so the trip coming back is empty. So enough time when them say the taxi are full up is not in discipline. is that you have 40 picnic with one taxi, and if they miss it, they cannot go home. That is not a problem under our plan. Because if it is that him need 20 picnic if he make $1,000, with our $500, I only need 4 now, or 2 if he make $1,000. But because them buy out nationwide, because you can't assume the truth is a defense. They think that they can come with headlines over evidence. But I have a area called One the Bowlers where 6 picnic graduate. You're going to send a whole 50-seater bus, go up to One the Bowlers for 6 picnic if you come down. It will likely be a taxi if you carry them down. And when you talk about competence to teach and competence to be a taxi driver, how do you not talk about competence to lead? God, them dunce like that. Your MP made a point in Parliament where locked my brain. He said in 1838, they passed an anti-land ownership law, a landless law. If you say you have to own it for 60 years before you get it. Those are the people that ran away into the deep hills of Jamaica, and they were sacrificed in 1838, and Darrell Vaz is sacrificing them now. But even if you feel, say, for them plan good, you have to start looking to them plan. Because you see thief, then thief milk out a coffee. Every time an integrity commission report come out, you hear some more come. At first it was 6, and then it was 8, and now it is 10. It's like integrity say one by one who come up the hill. But I am saying, one by one, when you go into jail. So when Buckstopavers, who think that bad maths is the same as bad mind, say that him can carry 350,000 picnic per 100 bus. Selector, play me tune here, man. Listen this. Bounty killer. Listen this.
Hello, hear me on Crawford. Flashing like the rivers, no want them around way. Can't see with them, so them can get him on way. Hear me.
Listen. There is not a day when me not think of a fixed education. And I cannot get that chance if you not give us the members of parliament like Dixon. Well, Luton, you know you're gone already. Yo, if anybody say Carla, me say Carla. If you don't give us waiver lines, if you don't give us Banswell, if you don't give us Azan, so Clarendon, and now ask you to believe me, Google anything when me say. Me now ask you to believe in me, because me are not Jesus. Me ask you to believe with me that better is possible and better must come. Time come.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
Trumpeters queer. Let us hear it for the Rastaman, the next member of Parliament for Northwest St. Catherine. Now, comrades, while Senator Crawford was speaking, the Region 4 boss walked in to grace us with her presence. I want to say, hail the woman, enough respect to Comrade Denise Daly. Big her up.
Make the trumpets play.
Thank you, Selector. All right. Chapelton Square, we are down to the final two speakers. And as a young general in the PNP, I am happy to be introducing to you Poor People Defender, Miss Lucky One Boy, our big bad, the greatest general secretary in the People's National Party, Dr. Dayton Campbell, the next Minister of Agriculture and the next Member of Parliament for Eastern Westmoreland.
Bless your name, Jesus. I wish somebody soul would catch a fire. Hallelujah. Catch a fire. Catch a fire, Jesus. I wish somebody soul would catch a fire. Hold them with the Holy Ghost.
Jesus Almighty, hallelujah. Prodigal son, Lord, we bless you in this place. My God, we love you. We worship you, Lord. Worship you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Jesus.
Now we somebody soul that catch a fire. Catch a fire. Catch a fire, Jesus. Somebody soul that catch a fire. Hold them with the Holy Ghost. Hold them, Jesus. Hold them with the Holy Ghost.
Peace. Current leader and next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Golding. All of the blood and fire comrades on the platform and in the audience, respect you. The night is far spent and I want you to hear from the leader, so I'm not going to be long with you. But I want to tell you as the General Secretary of the party and the campaign director that there is a race that we must run. And there are victories to be won. Give me power every hour to be true. I just want to set the record straight on a few things tonight. Because I realize that the local place will get buyout. I try to change the conversation in the country. So me I take up the responsibility for answer some of the argument. The first thing is that politics in Jamaica has always been about us on the platform and us involved in the culture and the music. We went out there and we revived a song from Michael Manley time called March On. It is called Blood and Fire, and it has caught fire in Jamaica. And everywhere you go, people are singing it. ER so put it as the #1 on the hit chart. When we find our song, they now want to change the conversation to suggest that when we say blood and fire, we are talking about war. We come in peace. The word is love. It has always been and will always be love. When we say blood and fire, we are talking about the theme song of the Salvation Army. The blood being the blood of Jesus Christ and the fire being the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. I wish somebody's soul would have catch a fire. Burn them with the Holy Ghost.
March, we are march, 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 we are march, march, march. Now we are marching on to progress. Time for deliver and say our one say we are.
Hold it. They are against that song because they realize that it has motivated and it has awakened every comrade across the length and breadth of Jamaica. And all they talk, we are going to sing it and we are going to march on to victory. This government, through the wife of the Prime Minister, a few years ago she said that anywhere you see dump and garbage, a PNP live there. When we say to our spokesperson and land that every single Jamaican residing on a piece of land, the PNP is going to give you the title to that piece of property, whether you're PNP or JLP or no P at all. The Prime Minister of the country went to Parliament and told us that criminals were selling lands in Portmore, and they went over there and lit down poor people's house. That is what this government is known for. But the next PNP government is going to build 50,000 houses, not one houses, housing schemes, so that you can own your own place. A few years ago, they came out and they told us that the taxi man them have to put child seat in a them taxi in order to carry our children to school, left children stranded in communities and can't make it to school. The next PNP government, every day we are going to give $500 to 20,000 students so you can get to school, learn, and become the best version of yourself. I want to just introduce the leader, because me blaze the fire one next time. I want to introduce the boss. A few years ago, because we are defining our leader for the people of Jamaica. Those who don't know, take out your notepad and take out your pen. Or take out your phones and go to the memo pad and just understand who is it that we're talking about. I'm going to speak about Mark Jefferson Golding. A few years ago, they were locking up young people for draw herb, even a spliff tail. And when they locked up one called Mario Dean in prison, they beat him and he died. Of all the politicians, one stood up and said no more of this, and he decriminalized the personal use of marijuana and expunged criminal record for those who had criminal records before. I want you to understand that those young people that had a criminal record, they could not go on farm work program. They could not get any work with the government. But today they can get that removed from their record because of the work of a social justice champion in Mark Jefferson Golding. When he was Minister of Justice, he passed over 100 pieces of legislation in this country. So when they are talking, ask the Labour Party government which significant piece of law they passed within the last 9 years, and even in the 9 years, they can't reach to the amount that he passed in 4 years. We're not talking about no dibby politician. We are talking about a legislator extraordinary. Few years ago, because me is a man who got church, you know. And when me used to go to church, them say roll back the curtains of memories now and then. Show me where you brought me from and where I could have been. I'm human and humans forget. So remind me, dear Lord. And so, as a messenger of the Lord, I am reminding his people today of where we are coming from. A few years ago, when war broke out in Ukraine and our children were there, this wicked government told the students to get a loan in order to escape a country where bombs were being dropped. Mark Golding went in his account and sent the money to the students to bring them back home to Jamaica. I'm talking about a caring leader.
Turn up the thing, PNP. Turn up the thing, PNP. Turn up the thing, PNP.
When this government was locking up people under state of emergency, youth are gonna work with him knife as a chef, and police lock him up without bail and without charge. It was Mark Golding that stood up and took it to them so that the courts could rule that that is unconstitutional and protect the rights and privileges of the people of Jamaica. 36 long years ago, Mark Golding went down to Augustown, the inner city of Kingston, and he found himself a Nubian goddess, a lovely dark chocolate woman called Sandra that he made into his wife, and up to today, he is still in love with his wife. Me not show no word on the part there, me just talk about Mark Golding. So, Chapelton, I must tell you, you make me feel good tonight. You make me feel good tonight because I realize that no matter what they say or no matter what they do, they can run, but they can't hide. Call the election because Mark Golding and the PNP are going to give them a beating. They must get a beating. They have to get a beating. Make welcome our next Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding.
March, we are march, 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 we are march, march, march. Yeah, we are march, march, progress, time goes now we don't hear what deliverance say, or what they say we are. Now we need to fight deliverance and to set Jamaica free. We are that fire for men, and we march into victory. Everything they broke down, we are go build back. Everything they take away, we are go set it right and restore. Time comes, ease up the pressure. Jamaica can't take no more. We are stepping out the darkness into the light and kick down corruption door.
Why the tune is too bad? Comrade chairpersons of the meeting, all of my distinguished colleagues on the platform, all of the workers, the warriors, foot soldiers, supporters of the PNP here in Chapelton tonight. You have come in your thousands. PNP River, come down, bang to bang in a Chapelton.
Turn up the thing, turn up the thing, turn up.
And comrades, it sounds like we have a good microphone system tonight. Last night, I was at another function, and I pure problem with the microphone. And I bought a little BC under my breath.
Me never mean anybody to hear it. And a live feed pick it up. So I just want to say to anybody who heard it and feel offended, sorry here, sir. Never mean no disrespect. Me never mean to offend nobody. Me's a humble youth and a well-behaved youth. And I would never disrespect Jamaican people. Anyway, comrades, that is then and this is now. You have heard some of the plans of the People's National Party to take Jamaica to a better place. You can assure yourselves that when we form government, it will be a government for the people. It will be a government focused on improving your lives, making life easier and better for you. It's not going to be an easy road. Because if you want good, your nose up and run. But we will be steadfast in our commitment to build a better Jamaica for you, for your communities, and for generations to come. Because we are a great people. We are destined for greatness. But we need government that the people can have trust and confidence in, that is investing in our people to uplift our people so that we can achieve the greatness that should be ours. Comrades, whether it be housing, and you heard from Senator Floyd Morris, whether it be transport, and you heard from Comrade Mikhail Phillips, whether it be education, and you heard from Senator Damian Crawford. And I know that had the time allowed, you would have heard the plans for agriculture from Dr. Dayton Campbell. You'd have heard about the Agricultural Development Fund, because we want to empower our farmers. So we're going to take some of the taxes that we already earn off of imported food and put it in a fund for our farmers so that they can get money through the PC Bank to invest in their farming business. So we can provide storage facilities for farmers. So we can fix up farm roads. And so generally irrigation systems. All of what it takes to produce, because Jamaica suffers from food insecurity. 55%, the UN says. 55 out of every 100 Jamaicans are suffering from moderate to severe food insecurity. What does that mean? We're not getting the right nutritious food. We're not getting enough food. And that is why we have so much pressure and so much sugar and so much stroke and those things. And that is why we need to support our farmers. Right now, over $1.4 billion a year is being spent to import food into the land. When the PNP last left government, the figure was about half that. Time come to empower our farmers. Time come to build production. Time come to build a strong economy with agriculture as one of the pillars. So to all farmers of Clarendon and beyond, I urge you when the day is called to put your X beside the head for the candidate of the People's National Party. Because the PNP is for farmers and for agriculture. Comrades, I want to say a little bit about my role when we form government. I'm not looking to try to be the minister of half of the agencies and departments of government like Andrew Holness, creating pure bottleneck and problem in the system. No. I intend to ensure that the system is working fairly and efficiently for the people of Jamaica and for businesses. I'm going to look at the bureaucracy and all the rules and all the procedures in government and see how we can make them easier for the people, make them less expensive for the people, to help the economy move forward and so we can build a strong economy, creating wealth for the people of Jamaica. I am going to help when it comes to investment. I'm going to help investors get through their business. If they have any issues in government, working with my line ministers, because we want this economy to generate good, well-paying jobs so the wealth can be created here. We want our people to be able to meet their aspirations right here on this beautiful rock and not have to try to reach foreign so that they can try to get to their hopes and their dreams. Comrades, when it comes to constitutional reform, the PNP is committed to that. The JLP government embarked on a process, but it was a totally misguided process from day one. They appointed a committee, but they didn't really include the representatives of the civil society and other groups who should have been at the table. They selected who they wanted to be there. And they came up with a set of proposals, which is in a bill now before the parliament. Essentially, they are going to ensure that the prime minister can choose the president. And that is a recipe for autocracy in the land, and we will never support it. They're also going to reconfigure the Senate so that the same president who the prime minister can appoint some senators, neutering the veto power that the opposition holds in relation to certain things in parliament, including extensions of states of emergency. So you'll have a situation where the government of the day can keep you in a state of emergency on a permanent basis. We will not allow it, comrades. When we become government, we're going to restart that whole constitutional reform process. We will keep those bits of it that make sense and are progressive and for the people. But we're going to ensure that civil society has a major role in what we're doing, and we want to hear from the people. We're not going to have any preconceived notions as to what the outcome should be. We want to hear from the people and hear what the people want as their constitution. Because we believe in participatory democracy. That has always been a principle of the People's National Party. And we are committed to repatriating the sovereignty of Jamaica from the UK. We are committed to becoming a republic. We are committed to having our final court being the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice, which Jamaica helped to design, put its money into finance, and which has been delivering justice to the countries of the Caribbean that have acceded to its jurisdiction so that our people can have access to justice. Imagine just the other day, days ago, the first Jamaican to be president of that court was sworn in Montego Bay. And Andrew Holness, the man who is stopping Jamaica from joining that court and acceding to its jurisdiction, was there when the Jamaican judge was being appointed the president of the court. It just shows the fallacy of their position. Time come, comrades, to move the country forward. You've heard about our plans for persons with disabilities. Senator Floyd Morris spoke to some of those plans. When it comes to the cultural and creative industries, we will establish a fund of $1 billion topped up every year so that our brilliant young artists, young singers, players of instruments, sound engineers, painters who can paint beautiful works of art, persons who make things out of craft, out of clay, out of straw, all of them can get support for their business, because we see Brand Jamaica as rooted in the cultural richness of the country, and we must empower our people who have creative talents so they can make their contribution to uplifting their lives and uplifting the economy of the country. So comrades, we have a lot of good ideas, a lot of good plans, and we have more to tell you, but we're not ready to tell you yet. Because we don't have fixed election dates in Jamaica, and we don't know when him going to call it. And we know that if we tell them everything too soon, they're going to cut those ribbons as well and try own it. And we're none of that. So there's more to come. But for us to get to where we can deliver on these plans and programs and set Jamaica free, rescuing Jamaica from this government that is so misguided, that cannot grow the economy, and that has lost the trust and confidence of the people, we are relying on you to help us along that way when it comes to election day. So whether it be Dr. R.J. Dixon here in North Central Clarendon, or whether it be Wavell Hines in North Clarendon, or whether it be Richard Azan in Northwest Clarendon, or whether it be Carla Watt in Central Clarendon, or whether it be Cian Barneswell in Southeast Clarendon, or whether it be Lowton Cousins in Southwest Clarendon, PNP will say, and I'm relying on you to deliver the victory, because where Clarendon goes, I know Jamaica will go too. Are you ready, comrades? Are you ready for the PNP to come back into government? Are you ready for Ayman Markiji to be the next Prime Minister? Well, you look like you're ready, you sound like you're ready, and you feel like you're ready. So the word is love. One love, comrades. Power to the people. Marching on to victory. God bless you all.
March, march, we are march, march,
Champton Square, what we doing?
On to progress, time comes so be alive. I'll be not here, what deliverance say, or what they say we are. Now we need to find deliverance and to
Clarendon, we the People's National Party want to say thank you. Thank you for turning out in your numbers and to show us your love, your commitment and your support to the People's National Party. The word is love.
everything that
Please. Comrades, please. Comrades, we thank you for coming. As Comrade Peter again said, Wednesday, St. Elizabeth. Friday, Hanover. And on Sunday, the young people will gather. So you have heard the calendar. The PNP YO rally, Sunday and Friday in Hanover. And on Wednesday, Women's Movement is tomorrow in Westmoreland, right? So please do support. Comrades, we thank you for coming out. Get home safely. Jamaica Rise, one verse.
The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all. So awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal and faithful.
So comrades, hold on, music man. Just to repeat, hold on, music man. Just to repeat, tomorrow the Women's Movement Conference in Westmoreland, Manning's High School, and on Wednesday, St. Elizabeth in Black River, and on Friday, Hanover, and Sunday, the YO rally. So make sure you support that. Music again, music, we are march.
March, we are march. March, 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 we are march, march, march. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes, so be alarmed. Now we don't hear what deliverance say or what they say we are. Now we need to find
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.